Hello viewers, let's continue our CodeChef series, and now we have to solve one more question which is less than 373 rating, and now we have to solve one more question which is interior design. So chef decided to redecorate his house and now needs to decide between two different style of interior. Okay, for the first style, tiling of a floor cost X rupees and painting of a wall is need Y rupees, and a second X2 and Y2. Chef will choose whichever style has the lower cost. Okay, so in this question there is given that chef want to paint his house and you have to decide, and there is two different type of styles is given. Okay, the first style take X1 cost for flooring, and for wall painting it take Y rupees, Y1 rupees, and for second it take X2 and Y2, and you have to and the chef will choose the lower cost. You have to determine the क्या है chef will choose whichever style is lowest. How much money will the chef pay for his interior design? You have to determine that how much money that he has to pay for his interior design. Okay, so let's here is given a number of test cases 4 and 10, 29, 25. Okay, 10, 29, 25. So in a first test case there is given a 10, 20, 9 and 25. This is the for first styling and this is for second styling. Okay, and you have to determine the cost. So the total cost for A is 10 plus 20, which will give 30. Okay, and there is given a 9 plus 25, which will give which will give 34. Okay, and the chef will choose lower cost. Okay, so the lower cost is 30, so you have to print 30 here. Okay, you just have to print 30. So I hope you understand that this is that you have to print 30 in the same way that there is given a 10, 20, 9, 20, 10, 20. Here is given a 10, 20, 9, 10, 20, 9, 20. I guess here. Okay, so this is for the first A and the B. Okay, and you have to determine the cost here. Cost will be 10 plus 20, which will give 30. Okay, and there is given a 9 plus 20, which will give 29. So you have to determine which one is the less. So 29 is less and 30 is greater. Okay, so you have to print 29. Okay, which is the lower in cost. I hope you understand. So let's write the pseudocode here. Pseudocode will be int t, and then you have to take while t minus minus is greater than 0. Okay, and then you have to take int x1, y1, x2 and y2. Okay, this is the comma separated by comma, and then you have to do cn x1, cn y1, cn x2, cn y2. Okay, and for you have to create int a, which will store x1 plus y, and int b, which will store x2 plus y2. Okay, and then you have to determine which one is lowest. You have, if a is less than b, then you have to do cout a, else you have to do cout b. Okay, so I hope you understand this pseudocode here. So let's write it here. Int t, and then cnt, while t minus minus is greater than 0, then you have to take int x comma y, and then nn, I will take nm. Okay, and then you have to take cn x, cn y, cn n, and cn m. Okay, and then you have to do int a, which is x into y, and int b, which will take n into m. Okay, and then you just have to check if a is less than b, then you just have to do cout a. Okay, else you have to cout b. Okay, so let's run this code. Okay, you have to do endl here also. I don't have to do multiply, I have to do plus here, and then I have to do endl here. So let's again run this. Yeah, this code works fine. Let's submit this. Yeah, this has been accepted. Thanks for watching.